I had been searching for a new place to live for weeks. When I found apartment 12B, it was tucked away in a forgotten part of the city inside a crumbling building no one seemed to care about anymore. The rent was unbelievably cheap. The landlord barely asked any questions. I should have known something was wrong the moment I stepped inside. The walls smelled faintly of damp wood and something sharper, metallic almost. But desperation has a way of blinding you, and so I signed the lease without thinking twice. The first few nights were normal. The place was quiet, almost too quiet. But I told myself that was a blessing. In the daytime, the peeling paint and cracked windows looked sad, but harmless. At night, though, the apartment seemed to shift. It wasn't just the usual creaks and groans of an old building settling. There were sounds that didn't make sense. Whispered words behind the walls, soft footsteps in the hallway. When I knew I was alone, I tried to blame the neighbors. Thin walls, my own tired mind, but then things got worse. One night, just after 3 a.m., I woke up suddenly. My heart was pounding as if I'd been running. I sat up, disoriented, and that's when I saw it. A dark figure standing at the end of the hallway, motionless, shadowy, but unmistakably human-shaped. I couldn't move. I just stared, my body frozen in place. The figure didn't move either. It just watched. I don't know how long I sat there, paralyzed. But when I finally mustered the courage to get up and turn the lights on, the figure was gone. I laughed nervously to myself, blaming a half-remembered nightmare, and went back to bed. But I left the light on. The next morning, I found deep scratch marks along the inside of my bedroom door. Long, vertical gouges like someone or something had dragged their nails down the wood. My hands shook as I touched them. The landlord brushed it off, of course. Old wood, he said, shrinks and cracks at night. Nothing to worry about. But I wasn't convinced. I started locking my bedroom door at night. Locking the door didn't help. The scratching returned, louder, more frantic, and not just on the door, but across the floorboards, the walls, even the ceiling directly above my bed. Every night, the sounds got closer, angrier, until one night, I heard breathing just outside my door. Slow, heavy, raspy breaths, like an animal waiting for me to make a sound. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't even blink. The next day, I noticed that my reflection in the mirror was off. At first it was subtle, a blink that came half a second too late, a head tilt I hadn't actually made. But by the end of the week, my reflection would smile when I wasn't smiling. It would stare even when I turned away. It wasn't me anymore, it was something else. I tried to leave the apartment. I packed a small bag, ready to run to anywhere else. But when I opened the front door, the hallway outside wasn't there. Instead, there was only darkness. A thick, endless black, stretching far beyond the doorframe. I slammed the door shut and stumbled back, shaking. I was trapped. Days blurred into each other. I stopped counting them. My phone stopped working. The windows showed no sunlight anymore, only a constant dim gray, like the sky itself had abandoned me. I stopped eating. I stopped drinking. The apartment fed off my fear, fattened itself on my panic. And then, the whispering started inside my head. It wasn't coming from the walls anymore. It was inside me. Let us in. You don't belong here. You are already ours. One night, as I lay half dead on the bed, the door to my bedroom creaked open slowly by itself. I wanted to run, but my body was heavy, almost like something was holding me down. A shadow slipped through the door, tall and crooked, its body twitching in unnatural ways, as if it was learning how to move. It crouched near my bed and leaned closer. In the faint light, I saw its face. It was my face, but wrong. The mouth was too wide. The eyes were too black. It smiled. "You shouldn't have stayed," it whispered with my own voice. Then everything went black. When I woke up, the apartment was bright and clean again, as if nothing had ever happened. My phone worked. The windows showed a sunny morning outside. I laughed and cried at the same time. Maybe it had been a nightmare, a long, endless nightmare. I packed my things and fled that same day. I moved across the country. New name, new job, new life. But sometimes, at night, when I look into the mirror, I see it again. The thing, wearing my face, smiling patiently, waiting. And sometimes, just sometimes, when I open the front door, I swear I can see, just for a split second, that endless black hallway waiting on the other side, waiting for me to come back, waiting for me to finally belong, forever.